So guys, today we're going to make some vegan dressing. This was one of my Thanksgiving recipes, so I'm going to share it. Now in a big bowl, I added a couple of boxes of Jiffy. I added in some cornmeal, a little bit of olive oil. Then I'm going to add in some almond milk and a little bit of coconut milk. And then I'm going to add in my flaxseed egg, which is just flaxseed mixed with water. And then we're going to mix this well. This is our vegan cornbread batter. Now here in my skillet, you want to put your skillet in your oven as it's warming up, as it's coming to temperature. And then you're going to remove it, add a couple of tablespoons of olive oil, add in your batter, and then we're going to pop this in the oven to bake for about 20 minutes at 400 degrees. And there you have your vegan cornbread. This was actually a really good vegan cornbread recipe, you guys. So typically you want to let your cornbread sit out on the counter and get a little crusty. I didn't have time because I was running late. So I'm just going to go ahead and crumble mine up now. You want to crumble up your cornbread, but ideally you want to let it get a little dried out first. Now here are my onions and peppers. I have some minced garlic, some green onion, some white onion, some green bell pepper, and red bell pepper. If you want, of course, add celery, but I can't stand celery, so I don't add it to my dressing. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of tablespoons of olive oil to a hot skillet, and then I'm going to saute my onions and peppers until they're nice and soft and caramelized. Now for the last minute of cooking time, I'm going to go ahead and add in my minced garlic. And once that's done, you're going to go ahead and set it aside. Let it cool off a bit. Now here in my baking dish, I have my cornbread crumbs. Now to that, I'm going to go ahead and add 1 box of cornbread dressing mix. I even do that with my regular cornbread dressing, you guys. My mom's done that. That's how I learned to make dressing. You always add 1 box of store-bought dressing to your homemade dressing. So then I'm going to go ahead and add in my peppers and onions, and then I'm going to add in some fresh chopped parsley. I'm going to take a fork and I'm going to mix this well. Toss everything together. I'm going to add in some no salt seasoning. I'm going to add in some black pepper and then some Old Bay. We're going to go ahead and take a fork and mix all those seasonings in well. Now it's time to add your veggie broth. Now I'm someone who personally likes a drier dressing. I don't like the dressing that you have to cut out of the pan like cake, where it's all one slab. I don't like really wet dressing. So I make my dressing, I won't say it's dry, but it's a little crusty on the outside and then it's moist on the inside. Some people probably hate my dressing, but I just can't get down with the soggy slab dressing. I just can't. So just add as much vegetable broth as you want until it reaches the consistency that you like. And then we're going to drizzle this with a little bit of olive oil to help the browning on top. We're going to pop it in the oven at 350 and let it cook for about 45 minutes to an hour. And when it's done, it's nice and crusty and brown and crispy on top, but underneath it's moist and delicious. This was a really good recipe, you guys. Try it out if you're vegan, even if you're not. Yum.